Welcome to Procreate. This is Procreate 4. Now, if you're using an older version of Procreate, it's going to look a little bit different, and some things will work a little differently, but for the most part, all the features I'm going to be showing in this section are pretty much the same. There's one or two things that they have added. I'm going to be calling that out as I do them. So that way, if you are using an older version of Procreate, you can still follow along. And if you would like to update to the latest version of Procreate, you're going to need to upgrade your iPad to iOS 11 in order to use that. Whenever I create a new piece of artwork, a new canvas, it shows up along the bottom here, right here in this gallery. Now there's a lot we can do within the gallery. As you can see along the top, I have 5 stacks of artwork that I have going on. I've used these kind of like I would use folders in a desktop application. It's very easy to move files around when you're in this space. For example, I could just tap and hold on any piece of artwork and use that to drag around. And I could just change the location, or I can move it into a stack. So if I tap and hold on a piece of artwork, and I move it around over a stack, if I hold it there for a second, it's going to open up that stack, and then I can move it in here wherever I want. And when I let go, it's going to move that artwork into that stack, and it's a great way to organize your work. And when you're done, all you have to do is in the upper left-hand corner, tap on the arrow, and it's going to take you back to all of your stacks. You can also do this with multiple images at the same time. In the upper left-hand corner, we have some options. I'm going to tap the word select up there, and it brings up more options here. So these two pieces of artwork, I want to move into one of these stacks, and by being on this select tool, I can tap one and then tap the other, and it allows me to select multiples at the same time. And now when I tap and hold, I'm actually moving both of these things at the same time. So I can move them into this stack, wait for that to open, and then I can drop them into place. Another thing you'll notice is sometimes I forget to actually name my artwork. That's really easy to fix too. If I tap on the title, which is underneath the actual piece of artwork, you're going to see this pop up, and I can call this Whatever I Want. And when I'm done, I just have to tap done on the keyboard, and I've named my art. I'm going to go ahead in the upper right hand corner and tap select yet again, because from here we can do a lot of different things as well. We can not only move our artwork, but we can share it and delete it. So if I tap on several pieces of artwork, you see in the upper right hand corner our share button is here. I can tap on that. I can share this as a Photoshop file, a PDF, a JPEG, PNG, TIFF. Those are the image formats available to me. I could also duplicate those things. I don't want to duplicate all 4. Actually, might as well. It takes a couple seconds because I tend to deal with larger files. So we'll just let this duplicate. There we go. Now I don't need those copies. So what I can do is I can actually just come in here and I can tap on the duplicates. And then in the upper right hand corner, once those are selected, I can click delete or tap delete. It's going to ask me, are you sure you want to delete these? And I'm going to say yes, because they're duplicates and I no longer need them. There's one more thing that we can do, and this is an iOS 11/Procreate 4 feature. So if you're working on an older version, you won't be able to do this yet. But in iOS 11, if you swipe up from the bottom of the screen, our dock is going to appear. And from here, if I tap and hold on one of these icons, I can grab it and I can drag it over to the side of my screen. And when I let go, it's going to take over part of my screen. Now this is my file folder that's brand new to iOS 11. Now what this lets me do is it lets me save anywhere I want. Now I have Google Drive, I have Dropbox, I have OneDrive, I have iCloud. This allows me to access my files on my desktop computer or to back them up in case I want to do something to my iPad, and then I can pull them up either on this iPad or another iPad later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on iCloud Drive, and here are all my files. And if I want, I can just tap and hold on any image. I can drag it over, I can let go, and since it's actually going up to the cloud, it takes a second, but there we go. I have just saved that file into that folder. I can access it on any computer that I have connected my iCloud Drive to. And then when I'm done, I can tap on that little middle line section, and I can slide it off to the right, and I can get rid of that folder because I don't need it anymore. And I think I'm done sharing, so I'm going to click the X button to take myself out of share mode, and I'm going to tap on my stack to go back to my main gallery page. So I'm done in select mode, so I'm going to hit the X in the upper right hand corner, kind of go back to my normal mode. And one last thing that I wanted to show you, say you've added an item to your stack and you don't want it to be there anymore. Really easy to change that. All I have to do is tap and hold on that piece of artwork. I can move it up, hover it over the word, the name of that stack in the upper left hand corner, and that allows me to move it back here, and when I let go, I can place it anywhere. And one last feature that is a holdover from older versions of Procreate is if you swipe left on any stack, you will see these buttons appear when I let go. I can share, duplicate, or delete, and I can do that with any file or any stack. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to tap off anywhere on the canvas, and there we go, I'm good to go.